Hi, and welcome to Musicians Hangout with your host, Crash Fistfight from Hated Noise and Fatal Butterfly, and Maxine Maxwell from the Maxwells.
Happy Wednesday, everyone. It's great to be back. And we are in the house with a really awesome band that we will introduce right after our mission statement. And of course, our mission statement is to be part of a revolution to create friendships with other artists and build a community network to save music. And that's exactly what we're doing. So we'd like to welcome our guest tonight, Jokers Wild.
Hey guys,
Hey, thank you so much for joining us for my almost birthday. My birthday's tomorrow. So
oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I wish I could be there for your birthday.
Wow,
I swear if I could, I'd jump a red eye right now and we'd be there.
Aww.
We'd jump out all the cupcakes we could find.
So
we need to share our show real quick.
I have a gift from Crash that I'm going to open before we start tonight's interview with y'all. So I got it in the mail yesterday. Yay. And the card says, Happy from Crash Fistfight, or Love Crash.
I'm so excited for you to see this.
See, isn't that cool? To have somebody like that, your partner in crime right there.
Hell yeah, man.
Oh,
She
yeah.
is definitely my partner. Right?
Okay. It's heavy.
That's good.
Oh, what?
Happy birthday.
And earrings.
And earrings, yes. To go with your whole skull motif.
Thank you. Oh my god, I love it. I'm gonna put it on.
Yes.
I got some sparkly skulls on tonight, in fact.
See, I knew it was just gonna like fit into it. I still always wear my snare. And you know, all access pass, multi-pass.
Heck yeah. VIP to Jokers Wild, everybody.
Hey, yes. Those will get you into the ones that you never want to tell the stories about, but everybody's going to want to film it.
You should call them the Jokers Wild multi-pass.
Multi-pass, that's right. No, then we would have to multitask, and some of us are too old for that. You know?
Oh, I'm cheers to that.
Man, I'm terrible at multitasking, but like I said, I'm 182 because I'm a vampire. So.
Some of us can't even work a laptop, so what's that tell you? Especially a really old one. I'll be the first one to admit it. I'm not technologically there's sound, you know.
Oh, I've had the one that it's just point and click and see what works and what doesn't work. You're like, oh, don't click that anymore. Cherry Williams says, "Happy birthday, almost birthday."
Awesome, thank you.
And Deanna Jester says that she's still waiting on hers. Is she waiting on her
You'll get your shirts. You'll get both the shirts. I told you, I'm sorry, I'm backed up a little bit. I'm a one-man working machine here. So,
dude, I get it. I make our shirts too. I totally understand.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, Maxine makes our shirts.
And
I kind of take the orders and then tell her what to make.
But you know what it's like being a working musician. None of us have any money.
Well,
so if we run out of stuff, we gotta wait till we get the cash up to.
Yes, heck, Kelly Bragg.
Oh yeah.
Did you guys hear about that joke about the musicians? There's two musicians walking down the street. One was a guitarist, and the other one didn't have any money either.
Oh, you kill me. Yeah, you know, a musician's the only person I know that has, $20,000 worth of equipment that hauls it in a $500 car, 150 miles to play for 4 hours to make $50 to come home with about $11.92.
If you're lucky.
Yep.
If you're lucky.
Yeah.
Sometimes Drink
I
ticket.
wouldn't change it for the world. I wouldn't change it for the world.
Oh no.
Well, and after you
Ooh,
tip
that
the
looks so
bartenders,
good.
you know, gotta tip the bartenders.
Tip
Right.
your bartenders and your sound guys.
Heck yeah!
That's usually what I pay for. Is I got to pay that tab at the end of the night.
Welcome to the party.
Hey, Rob Sanator right there. What's going on, bass player extraordinaire all the way from Massillon, Ohio. Here's to you, baby. Here's a little.
Shit, I forgot mine.
Look, here's a little
Cheers.
There you go. Gotta
Oh
turn
my
it that
god,
way.
you were drinking Mad Dog? That's awesome.
Old
Cheers!
school.
Old school, baby.
Oh my, that is old school. The only thing that would top it is like Night Train.
Yep.
Night
Or
Train.
Thunderbird. Or
We had
like
some,
some horrible.
Wild Irish Rose
hear me?
Boone's Farm.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Loud and
Oh,
clear.
wow. Okay.
Rob, I have a hat like that.
Do you really?
Yes, I've had it for like 20 years. I'll try to find a picture.
He's had that one for 40.
No.
Well, maybe you can figure out how old I am then, because I've had it for 20.
Depends on when you start wearing it.
I was 5.
She's
no,
younger than the rest of us. Ooh.
I can believe it.
Well, like these guys, I used to have the hair, but now I have to go with the hat.
yeah.
That is called, a hat stands for hair alternative treatment.
Hey, I'll take it.
My God, Rob, that's you all over, brother. See? There's a reason you're the man in the hat.
Hair alternative treatment.
Or
Right.
just get like a cool wig. I got some cool wigs. I got a nice purple
Hey,
one.
I heard Brett Michaels doesn't really have hair. I don't know if it's true or not.
Oh my god, she does have the same one. That's super
He
cute.
does.
Mine's
Oh, look
pink.
at this. Let me see it again. Put that back up there again, Max. I want to see it. Look at that. Looky.
Nice.
Sorry, great minds think alike.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
There's only two great minds in this whole thing.
Hello, Allison.
Hello, puppet.
Oh,
Look
yeah.
at that.
Hey, look. This is Richard Mark's little brother.
Oh
Look
my
at that. That's
god.
Richard Mark.
That's when I had hair.
I used to have hair. Look, that was me back in the day.
Nice.
That was before your new hair alternative treatment.
It's hard to see it though.
He's not just a member. He's not just a member. He's the president.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, you're funny, Kelly.
Mm.
I
You
tried.
know, as a drummer, I can't live without my bass player. Seriously.
That's right. Drummers and hey, we are the backbone of any band, right?
You're damn right.
Why those
I
guys,
already see
Damn right.
hey, why those guys mess up and play wrong stuff and everything else? You know, me and Scotty Thunder got to keep the rhythm going. So these guys know how to play.
As a drummer, sometimes I get to fake it till I make it.
They say drummers do it with rhythm. I don't know.
Is that
Actually,
is that
They
Scotty?
say drummers.
With drummers, it's easy because you just have to hold the beat and just be like, I'm doing a good job.
Is that Scotty there with you there, Kelly? Kelly?
Gosh, you got to hold that stick a little different, buddy.
Hey,
You killed me
Kelly.
on that one.
Hey, Kelly, is that Scott next to you?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, I know you can barely even see me.
Oh, there he is.
Hi.
Hi.
Kelly's face took out the camera.
Well, it usually does.
Well, you know,
It usually does.
Deanna wants to know, where's the camera?
We're doing this on a little phone, man. We're
Yeah,
trying
I'm
to
not
make it
doing it
work.
on the phone. So, you'll be lucky if my phone don't go to shit here or poop here in a minute. So,
Oh, you
it'll
can
probably
fix
crash.
it. Is this
Hey,
not
I
right
can
to
see
stay away
this.
from the
hey, how
F-bomb?
come we got
This
these
phone's
five
ancient,
cameras
man.
we got this little small?
We just try to stay away from the F-bomb, so in case like kids are watching, it's not like too much, but like.
We
Here's-
try to
here's
do like
my second-
FX instead of HBO. You know
Well,
what I
and
mean?
we slip too. So you'll hear us say it too. Our partners were on, so like my husband, her boyfriend were on last week. Was it last week? Yeah.
Yes.
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 And they slip constantly. So
Well, let me tell you what, this COVID thing has really got me under lock and key because we're not, it's loosening up now because we're not allowed off
Yeah.
stage.
yeah.
Well,
Nobody's allowed dancing.
I
nothing.
spend 90% of my time off stage in the crowd. So it's
Yes.
really hard for me
That's
really hard.
like the vocalist, and you just be like, "Hey, how's it going?"
We
Crowd
can't do that
participation.
because we're behind the
We
drums.
can't do
I'll be
it.
right back.
Nobody. If a guitar player stands in front of us, nobody can see us.
Right,
We're invisible.
Right?
exactly.
Well,
And when they
wow.
do get pictures, it's always stupid drummer face every damn time.
See, I love it.
She already knows the stupid drummer face. We're like,
I think eventually this. I think eventually this
Yeah, that's
program
good
will
stuff.
see, we already know our stupid drummer face.
Yeah.
I can feel myself just like,
Embrace the face.
Is that it
I
right there?
embrace your face, Crash.
oh my God, Max better show up in the
Now
back
I can
of the
see.
show on, or I'm not even gonna have today. Today's been a great day.
So,
Let me have a drink of that.
I don't know if
Ask you guys, what does your band name mean? How did you get this name? When did you get it? Tell us about your band.
what does Joker's Wild mean?
Yeah.
Yes.
We are, Joker's Wild. We are an '80s. We're a tribute to. First of all, we are Ohio's ultimate party band because that's what the '80s were about. It was about party. We're not trying to save the world. We're not trying to be politically correct. We are who we are, and we don't apologize for it.
Hell no.
But we are a tribute to '80s influenced rock and roll. Instead of sticking to one style of tribute, we want to bring all the '80s influences that we had into this and just put a party on. We want to like Kiss. Big fan of Kiss. I'm a huge Faster Pussycat and Poison fan. LA Guns.
I'm a rat girl.
Rat.
I love Rat. Rat's
Love
Sleazy.
Rat.
favorite besides.
Sleazy metal. Sleazy rock. We want to be the ones your mamas warned you about. We might be old now, and it'd be your grandmamas might have warned you about, but we still like to do what we do. We want you to walk away from our show being transferred back in time just to that little bit, that 85 to 89 LA metal, that fun time. If we can take that 2.5 to 3 hours and take the worries off your head and the responsibilities off your shoulders for a minute, and you walk away going, damn, that was fun. Then we've done our job.
Yeah.
I want you to make me a deal. When you guys come to Seattle to play a show, you guys have to do Rat Round and Round, and
We
I
do.
have to.
We do.
get
It's a must.
drum for that.
That's one of them.
Have you not seen our round and round? Have you not seen our round and round videos or anything yet?
I did see one.
Aha.
We just
It was
recently.
during our
actually.
COVID concert. You guys did Rat Round and Round during our COVID concert.
We did. We did.
Right. I
She's
remember
our
that.
second or third one. She's our
And
second
I'm
or third
back there
song.
just drumming around.
We're also now we just added "Love and Use a Dirty Job" to the set list.
Yeah.
But we got a lot more Rat to do. I'd like to do Back for More.
Nice.
Back for more. I
That's a
want
good
a
one.
I
That's
want
a
a
good one,
woman. We
I
got.
want
There's so.
woman, lack of communication.
Back to
Let's take a walk.
communication. Oh yes. Oh my God! Now I'm just going down like a whole like.
We're gonna take you. We're gonna take you a walk to the board of to future come here.
Ooh, yeah. Future. Show
Yeah.
us.
Good luck trying to see this.
Yeah. Good luck trying to. But
Yeah.
Get
Might not
close.
be wrong.
Oh my
You
God!
can't see, but that's just
see how big that board is.
Oh, wow. That's a lot.
These are the ones
Damn,
that
I
pick
felt
from.
bad
So,
that I had to learn like 12 new songs because I just joined a new band. But
like, have you ever heard of Roxy Blue? Do you remember
yes,
that?
I have.
Rob the Cradle.
So there's a Roxy Blue that you can pick from.
Oh my God! It's like but ooh.
There's your Motley Crue, your Jackal.
Jackal.
Oh my God, Jackal! Everybody
Oh.
knows Jackal.
Hell
You
yeah.
have
We're
Jackal
huge.
hat on,
We're
Rob.
huge Jackal fans.
I stand alone today.
We do stand alone. We used to do She Loves My Cock-a-doodle-doo, but we were asked to not do that in some places.
Whoops.
But it happens. So we do have two versions of Joker's Wild. We have a PG version, then we have the adult version.
Oh.
So yes.
I like adult versions.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I like the adult version too, believe it or not, more than I like the PG. But there's some places that say, hey, you got to have the PG. So
If we're doing an all ages show, my bands like to keep it. Well, my band Fatal Butterfly likes to kind of keep it PG.
Mhm.
yeah,
But
instead of like Jacqueline, instead of doing
band
Jacqueline,
hated
she loves
noise,
my
like-
cock will do. She loves my cock a doodle do. So
I love it. My band Hated Noise, though, I don't even know the lyrics, so I don't know if we have any cuss words.
I love it. I don't even know the lyrics. Piss on it. Just play along.
Another
I just started the band like a month ago. Like we've had like 4 practices.
Another thing we like to make sure we do is we, unlike a lot of bands, we like to put on a show. Too many bands out there don't. They stand there. They're boring. They may sound great. They probably sound better than we do, but
you gotta move.
show.
But here's the thing: if I'm gonna pay money to go see a show as an
You're
entertainer,
entertained.
I want to be fucking freaking entertained. See,
Right.
That's why I love you.
I'm like, yeah. I always break the rule.
Hey, me too. That's why I do what I do. I don't apologize, but it's taught me a lot, believe it or not. It's taught me some self-control lately, and it's kind of cool, I guess. But, try not to drop the...
Mr. Dispatcher, I don't know who this guy is, but he says, Mad Love, Kelly.
Mad love, Kelly. Rick Bennett, brother. Rick helped me out tonight because I'm like, I jumped on it and I'm like, anybody know how to run a laptop?
I saw that.
And he called me up. He's like, look, I'm working an hour or so away right now at work, but I'll send close to my youngest son to you right now, and he's a genius. I'm like, I might have to do it.
So you had a delivery tech guy? What?
Hey man, that's one thing I can say about the rock and roll family.
Trying to figure everything out, and you have like an IT guy just delivered to your door. Was he gift wrapped? Did he have a bow on his nose?
It could have been. One thing I love about this is we can reach out. Rick Bennett is with a band, Bad Assessment, and all that, and his youngest son's a heck of a drummer.
Yeah, he's
unbelievable kid.
About 18 years old.
Maybe even younger. I'm not sure. I'm old. I forget.
He's definitely not 20 yet.
But when you reach out like this, and that's a cool thing. Where around here, if I reach out and say, "Hey, man, this is what we need," or musicians will jump on it, and that's what we do. How many times have I told you guys? We're a family. It should be that way.
Why's my hat look like on this?
Mr. Dispatcher says that he'll be 19 next month. So
19.
Happy early birthday.
Kid's cool, man.
Birthday.
yes,
And he's a hell of a
and
drummer.
happy early birthday to you, Maxine.
Oh, thank you.
Oh yeah.
Happy birthday.
Hey, guys, hold on. Let's try this. Let's
Well, you know what I can do?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Well, happy birthday, Maxine. I said happy birthday to you. Well, you have a life many morning. All your dreams come true. Happy birthday, darling.
Yeah. Thank you.
Just kind of a little concert. It's your birthday, so I gave it to you guys.
So I gotta pay.
That was
Allison
awesome.
says, "Happy birthday, Maxine!" And thank you, Allison.
Thank you, Allison. Huh. Thank you.
Wesley says
Yeah,
that
so-
this bag kicks ass. And
Yeah,
you
they
know what,
will.
Wesley?
Wesley
agree.
DeVault. That boy right there is going to be in rock and roll one way or the other in all his life. One of the greatest hearts that you will ever see is in that child. It's unbelievable. And he's not a child. He's a man. Good kid.
Sarah
Wesley's the
Moore
best.
Kinley, she says, "Joker's Wild is the shit."
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh my
How
God.
are you?
Knock
I love our fans, man.
Best wishes from the Bridgetown crew.
Hi.
From the Bridgetown crew.
Nakasa is joining us from Germany.
Woo!
Really?
Wow. I love the beer.
And I am having Jägermeister, so cheers. Matt.
What are you having? What was
And-
that?
Some of you guys
There we go.
might know that
Is that one of those
Knacker just released a new song. Definitely check that out on YouTube.
Okay.
Check out Mac Panzer's new.
He says that he's from Bremen in Germany.
Bremen?
Nice.
Yes. Knack, what's the name of the new song that you guys just put on? I listened to it. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's so good. So heavy. Whew.
Oh, it's super awesome.
So what's their names?
Panzerknacker.
Okay, how do you spell that?
Panzerknacker.
To me, hey, I think it's cool because
Like
it sounds
the
like
Panzer tank, the old German Panzer tanks.
I was thinking pants are knocking. That sounds kind of cool, man. I like it already.
Leave that to
I
Kelly.
like it.
I think that's the little pun on it.
Well, yes, but
Yeah.
Matt might be somewhat of a ladies guy because he works in the hospital. He says, "This is it."
The packet of
Panzerknacker and Blutluge is the name of the song that they just released on YouTube. Check it out. Check it out. It's amazing. I'm loving it.
Nag, you can throw the link on and we'll throw that link up. So if you want to throw a YouTube link up.
Oh, and this is what he says. Blood lunked in English. He helps me a lot with some German.
That's
And
right.
he's amazing.
Definitely check. We'll definitely check it out. Definitely check it out.
Devin says, "Happy birthday,
27.
blow up."
Miss you.
Maybe
I'm
if we
so
have
glad
time
we get to celebrate the birthday.
before we end, I
Celebrate. I'm
might.
glad we're here with you on the birthday. That's cool.
Yeah.
So you're-
thank you.
So
Hey,
you're
Rob had asked me what I was drinking, and I am having a Berlin Mule. So it is a mule drink with
The mule.
Jägermeister. So Jägermeister and ginger beer.
so you're,
Yeah, buddy.
you're a Gemini, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So am I. May 30th was my birthday.
Ah.
I was
That explains a
Gemini.
lot, Rob. That explains a lot now. Now everything's falling into
See,
everything's falling into place now.
You got an Italian based
Oh.
Gemini.
Nak Panza says, "Thanks, mates. See you later. Have to go to work." And like I said, Nak Panza works in the hospital.
Yeah. He's
Front lines,
He's a
man.
healthcare worker. So
Give it to him right here, guys. He's on the front line. There you
round
go,
of
brother.
applause, my friend, and
You got
be safe.
Be safe.
Be
You
safe.
got it. Well, COVID's afraid of us, man. Joker's Wild comes in and coronavirus goes right out. It's scared. It don't play around with it. We scare the hell out of it.
Heck
You
yeah.
guys have to come to Washington because my boyfriend's sister went to the casino the other night for the first time since, seems like 9 months, but it's only been 3. But now all of a sudden she thinks she has the coronavirus. After
Look, I've been trying to get the coronavirus for 30 years. You know how much Corona I've drank? It don't happen.
Me too. I love me some Corona.
Right?
We keep Corona in business.
Corona is the official beer of Joker's Wild.
Right. I love it.
Joker's Wild practice.
That's right.
Yeah, Joker's Wild practice. It's either
I gotta give a shout out. I gotta give a shout out to PBR. I'm American. You gotta love PBR.
I am a PBR
Crash,
girl.
come on, baby. Give me some. That's right. You gotta
I
love
always
the
love
PBR.
PBNR.
Hi,
I don't know
Loki.
why.
Thanks for joining us tonight.
Loki, I know. Hi, Loki.
Oh, that's so cool.
Hey Kelly, where's the rest of the gang at?
I don't know. They got lost doing circles.
It's all about the PBNR stuff. PBR.
PBR, baby. Yeah.
I just called it PBNR again.
That's all right. You'll put something. It'll be in there
Like
somewhere. We'll throw
it's
something in
blue
there.
and ribbon.
Yeah, that too. We can call it that. So what? Seattle and stuff. You guys, it's like nuts out there right now, right?
Actually, it's getting better.
Yeah,
Is it
it's
good?
all right. It's all right. There's a lot of hype going on in the news about Seattle, but it's cool right now.
Amen. Says thank you. there's a lot of hype about all this.
Yeah, you can't believe everything in the media. That's for sure. My goodness.
We have this, we have this neighborhood that kind of popped up in Capitol Hill, Seattle, about like these people with guns taking over a neighborhood and they pat search you and all sorts of chaos is going. No, okay. There's nobody patting you down. You go in there, you can get mental health help. You can get free food. You can get free water. You can watch documentaries about stuff.
Like
there's people conversing. It's a community. You can get free medical care. Like it's just
that's what I love about programs like this. What you guys do, and I've said it from day one since I've become a fan of you guys. It's you don't pull any punches. There's no bullshit. You can come straight on here. This is 100%. America is seeing a little bit of whatever they want to stretch out and show them, and it's programs like this that we're real. It doesn't look. Since day one of this crap, I haven't bought it. I never will buy it. I don't social distance. I will shake hands. I will hug. This is rock and roll.
Yep.
If I haven't caught anything yet in 30 years, it's going to kill me. This isn't even close.
I have been stabbed. I've fallen off of cliffs. Like,
and that's all on a Friday night at one of our shows. So
I had cancer, and I feel like
you're a cancer survivor.
I am a cancer survivor.
Good to you, baby.
Awesome.
So
I'm a huge supporter.
Osteogenic sarcoma. So I figured that couldn't kill me.
Real hero here.
Right?
You are the true hero here.
For my own health.
What's that?
It's amazing.
I do take precautions for my own health because I know that, like, my immune system, I don't have one.
Yep.
So when I go out, I do wear a mask. But, like, I still shake hands with people. I'll give them hugs. I still go to band practice.
Yeah.
I mean, have you ever seen a rock band that you don't walk away going, man, I don't think we sprayed that down that before. I mean, come on. By the time we're done rehearsing, there's more.
Like, I'm sweating back there, and I'm just like, oh my God. Like,
yeah.
If I'm not sweating and putting my all into it, I'm not in the right band.
Yeah, exactly.
Amen.
But I believe that everywhere can be a little bit cleaner. But I'm also a little girly, so I'm like, you know what? If they clean up those stages for us, I'll like that.
Girl.
She is girl.
You have the choice. You're not told. You have the choice.
Yeah.
When you tell me to do something, that's not going to work out real good with me. I have a problem with authority figures also. I mean, I am a punk rock band, so we don't conform very well. Could you see Sid Vicious back in the day? Could you see Sid back in the day going, "Let me have that mask"?
Sid Vicious was a punk rock.
Not unless there was cocaine and LSD wrapped inside of it.
Band and didn't even know how to play the damn bass. He faked it till he made it. But that's what makes punk rock.
That's a lot of our, we all have different influences. That's the real cool thing about Jerkers Wild, and that's that's what makes them a true band. Is you can't get 5 guys with the same influences. It's not going to work out.
Right
now, if you have 5 guys with the same vision but different influences, that's where you get it. Because you got me. You've got that sleazy, makeup. I'm the glam.
Sleazy.
That's what you got. Okay. Rob has he's got, believe it or not, he's got funk and soul and pop. I mean, he can pop and slap. I mean, and he's got so what I'm saying. So you get that and you come together, like me, I grew up in this since birth. I mean, my father was a drummer, semi-famous back in the 70s and 80s, made a good living at it. My mother at the time was a bartender, love her to death. She was great. She slung whiskey and beer for years. I mean, they were that whole never married thing, and I grew up in that crazy 80s early to mid 80s where life was great, man, and everything was large and huge and everything. I mean, you saw Motley and Poison and Warped and Skids, and I mean, it was wow. And growing up seeing my dad every weekend was going to play, when I went with him on the weekends on a Friday, he'd have to play Friday and Saturday night. So I'd see him maybe one day before he took me back home. You know, rock and roll, and I've said it, and I'll always say it again, and I love it. It's who I am, and it's my heart. But when you give yourself 100% to it, it's always going to leave you alone and broken in the end, because it's just, there's so much that you give to it.
So much you got to
And
sacrifice.
people don't realize that. And you either say, hey, man, I'm going to accept what it gives me, or I'm going to fake it. And I can't fake it.
Everybody knows that I don't like AC/DC. I just don't like it.
Man.
Hey, I'm not a big fan.
I know. I get so much shit for this, but it's just, I just don't like them. But I will say one of my favorite songs is For Those About to Rock.
Rock. Yeah.
Yes.
And here's
That's an
why,
anthem right
because
there.
it's about the musician's perspective.
Yeah.
For those about to
Right.
rock, we know you go through shit. We know what you have to do to entertain these people in front of you. We salute you.
But
We
that's,
know what it takes.
so,
That's why I like that song. And
if it wasn't for think about it, if it wasn't for the fans in front of us, that's why we do it.
Yeah.
We're not making anything off this. We're not making any money off this. Even back in the day when I was successful with this, at one point, you never made much money off of it. I mean, there's too many people to pay. But it's the ones like you saw tonight that the fans, our fans. I love our fans. Our fans are so cool because they come to the shows, they buy the merch, they stand there and listen to me babble through a show.
exactly, that's my whole entire philosophy. I think that's all of our entire philosophies.
Yeah. If it's not, get out of this. Get out of this business. Don't. And I'm not trying to be cocky or anything, but don't compare yourself to me, or if you can't give everything to your fans and be 100%, don't.
You're in the wrong business.
Because
if you're trying to make millions and stuff, you're in the wrong business too.
There's a ton of bands out there that do that, and hey, if that's what you're into, that's cool. But if you can't take, I've seen people brush fans away after a show, and
why would they?
I will go. I've seen it.
That's not me.
I will go off like a crackhead with an epileptic fit. You'll see me go nuts. And you don't want to see, I'm not very nice when I go nuts. I'm a nice guy, but when I put the next
They don't tell me crash this stuff for nothing.
Rockers are scary when we're pissed. Yeah.
Yeah, our fans, I don't know if Kelly told you this before, but another version of kind of like this band, Kelly and I's previous band, we actually won a band, like I guess you call it Battle of the Bands, where our fans.
Battle of the Bands.
Yeah, Battle of the Bands, and our fans got us enough to where we got to open for Dokken.
Oh.
Yeah,
So I have to tell
nice guys.
man. The fans willed that. The fans knew we were the best fit, and they came out and screamed their lungs out. And a lot of those same people are also fans of Kelly and I. This version and of the band, and just better and stronger than ever.
Yeah, this Joker's Wild has been. It's actually maybe a year or so we put this together. It's been a little over a year. What we got here?
So Allison says that she hates it when that happens. It's not cool when someone does that to the fans, and fans hate the egos. They
Amen.
do.
Yep.
I have met famous people that have been
know enough of those.
I do. Yeah.
Hey.
I've met famous people who got off their personal phone calls to come and meet me as I'm just walking past an alley, and I'm like, oh my God, there's Des from Farah from Devil Driver. He's like, hey, I'll call you back. I need to go meet my fan. But I've also had some of my idols that just totally dissed me.
Back in the day when I was younger.
Yep,
when I was younger, I did that. I met some of the ones that I really liked, and they just had an attitude. And I'm like, to this day, I won't. To this day, I won't even talk to them. Or even do their songs because it's not that way. If we show them we relate on stage,
says that if we show them we relate on stage, we need to do it off the stage. I
totally
agree.
Amen, Rick. You're right there, buddy.
Totally agree.
Hey, at the end of the day, we're just like them. We put our pants on the same way, and
You go to your damn day job.
Sometimes,
Go to your day
sometimes I've been known to put mine on
and
backwards.
you're working construction or a teacher or just some Joe Schmo at a freaking IT job.
You know, exactly. You know, I've been blessed in this industry to meet a lot of cool people. Like, you know, a lot of my the ones I grew up with, like Tammy Down from Faster was an idol of mine. I thought he was great. Well, one of my best friends that I grew up with in this town here in Zanesville, Ohio, is the drummer for Faster now. He's been for like 20-some years now. You know, Chad Stewart, great guy, man. But the guys in Faster are great guys. And they're not like, they're not like that. They will spend, Tammy and all them will spend more time with a fan before they do anything else. I mean, they're great. They're 100% real people, man. And that's why we do what we do. That's why I still do what I do. And if I might not put on the best show in the world, I might not be the greatest singer in the world.
I bet that show freaking is killer.
Whatever. I've heard your vocals. They are amazing.
Yeah.
Well, look, I've heard people way better than me, and I've watched people way better than me, and I've watched them when they're done turn their heads and walk away and having egos so huge and. So Mr.
That's
just around here, man. So
he is actually a paramedic dispatcher.
Wow.
Yeah, that's good.
Front line again, man. Let's see. You can't judge. Don't judge a book by its cover.
That's
exactly
right. You can have the ugliest cover, and it could be the best freaking book you've ever read in your life. I've had that happen to me several times. I've also had covers, and it was the lamest book I've ever read, and I couldn't even get through it.
That diamond shine can be just a turd in the end, man. So, no.
True.
Kelly, you're not right.
No, but it is what it is. And again, it's you guys, like you two, doing what you do for musicians. I have to give a shout out to Mr. Paul Quinn, who is our marketing coordinator, man. He does a lot for us. He is unbelievable too. He just he did a really cool shoot of he mixed the Rolling Stone, the cover of the Rolling Stones, the magazine. We were on, and they put us on. It was really kind of neat and cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I'll send it to you guys. It's really neat. Sherry Williams, our manager, one of the hardest working women in rock and roll. I tell you what, the woman works her backside to the bone, and for a lot of people,
cool.
But especially for us. I know she does a lot for other people, but what she does for us, I couldn't ask for somebody. You couldn't pay somebody to do what she does for us. It's amazing.
Sure. Heck yeah.
Sherry's unbelievable. We've got a great team behind us. I mean, we really, really do. And we got hit with the shutdown of the world, but when it opened back up, we never stopped. You know that because we never stopped. I mean, we're not going to stop. We did what you guys did. We didn't stop.
No.
So
rock and roll never stops.
Nope. So Mr. Dispatcher says that Kelly and Rob have seen me. He's an ugly cover. But he also says that it's had such an amazing musician network in Zanesville. And you know what? That's awesome.
We really do.
That's awesome.
This city used to be huge, 70s and 80s. With the music mecca down here was crazy at one point. Wow. I mean, I'm talking crazy. Some of the coolest people ever came out of Ohio, man. It down around this area was unbelievable. So cool. It's very blessed that I was able to grow up and see part of that scene before it faded out. And that always stuck with me in my, that's why I do what I do. So I don't know what that means.
You probably
you said it because they're popping up on my phone.
Where is Zanesville? Like in Ohio, where is it at in like location?
Like Columbus, Columbus, our capital, Columbus. We're 50 miles east of that. Okay. Rob, where are you? I mean, how would you Massillon from?
Massillon is about an hour south of Cleveland and 20 minutes south of Akron. I'm actually like 5-10 minutes from Canton, Ohio, where the
Okay.
so it tells you how much I love this band. I drive over an hour to Kelly's house
An hour and a half just for rehearsal.
hour and a half for shows.
I drive about an average of 2 hours and 15 minutes to bound practice one way.
Nice.
Wow. Yeah. Well, that's Rob. An hour and a half one way just to practice. That's dedication.
Yeah.
It's 110 miles from door to door.
And you'll never make enough money to pay for that gas, will we? Ever.
No, I'm always
As soon as they open up stuff up my way, those guys I'll have them drive up this way a few times.
Oh, yeah.
They needs help with gas money, though. That is nice. You know, they do help me with gas money because I'm the only one that has to load up all my gear and drive clear the hell down there just for a couple hours and then drive clear the hell back.
Yeah,
let me tell you something, Crash. Let me give you a little story. You know what I was going to say, ain't you, Rob? You know where I'm going with this. You know how much you yourself did that? I did it for about almost 10 years. I used to drive 3 hours just to rehearse at my own house.
What?
Oh yeah, it's because he had to go pick.
I had to pick somebody up, one of the players up,
rehearse, and then take them home.
We've had to do that. We've had to do that. We've had bandmates that lived 45 minutes away, so we'd have to go pick them up.
This is 45 minutes. This is 45 minutes away.
Come back.
Oh my God.
It's
We've
just
done, you know,
dedication to our music.
I don't know why my video keeps cutting out. It's making me mad.
Oh, when that happens to me, I leave the studio and come back in. So just leave and we'll bring you back after
We will
you.
bring you right back.
you don't want him standing up because you can only see him from his Kiss shirt down. I bet he's in his underwear. I bet you he's sitting there in his drawers.
I was going to be naked from the bottom down. So I'm not.
Well, maybe
I tell you.
maybe I shouldn't stand up then.
I see on the count of 3, we all stand up and call each other out. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, I got shorts on, so I ain't afraid to show it.
I have pants on.
That's what I'm saying, Crash.
I have pants on.
Oh, this is, yeah. We can't thank you guys enough, though. I keep saying that, and I mean it. We can't thank you guys enough for. Oh, yeah, look, there's a band thing. There's our yes.
I have a whole wall out there with like stuff that
we got more stuff coming. I promise you. We have stuff that's coming to you guys. We're going to send you more stuff. Hey, Rob, did you notice I got the Joker's Wild shirt on?
That's awesome. You guys have a shirt, and I don't even have one yet. Come on,
Well, here's the thing. And if you go on our musicians Hangout page on Facebook,
I can order
our media guy did a video for you guys.
Really?
Actually, would you like to see it?
Yeah.
I will.
Here, I'll cue it up right now. It's easy.
Hi, Rebecca.
That's right, Wizard of Oz. So, is that who I think it is? The video, your media guy? Is that? Who are we talking about?
That's our.
Is that the one that you shared earlier? I saw that.
Yes.
Commercials.
With the Joker from the Joker movie at the beginning.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, I saw that. Was that it?
Yeah.
I never got to see the whole
We
thing.
showed
That's
them.
really cool. Yes, please.
Let's show the fans so they know. So
Do
what
it.
I'm going to do is I'm going to share screen, share audio.
Thanks, Justin. By the way, he put this together.
Yes, thank you, Justin.
Justin.
Okay.
Yes.
It's really cool.
Did you guys all see it?
Yeah, it kind of petered out halfway through, but look.
It did, but it came back, but I don't know if you guys were able to see it.
No.
Yes.
No, but it wouldn't
Alex,
be anything with
like
Jennifer's Wow if you did.
Blues.
Bandwidth Blues.
Right. That's funny. No, but I saw bits and pieces of it earlier. Thank you, Justin.
Yes,
thank you. That was great,
Justin.
man. I mean, that's and like you guys, you have such a team behind you guys. You know, with Justin and Brandon, and all those guys, man. You do, like, and we don't
It
expect
takes
that.
more than just the two of us. Most of the time, it takes just the two of us. But no, we have a team of some amazing men.
He does most of it, like really, because I'm a full-time high school teacher.
Wow.
He does most of it. So.
Congratulations.
Thanks. It's my last week, so I've got 2 more days left.
And then you're off for what, like 2.5 months?
It's more like 2.
2.
Yeah, because we start up the very first week of September, but we go into orientation the week before, so it's like the end of August.
See, I grew up. My stepmother was a teacher, so I knew exactly. You know, I went in with her and got a room ready every year.
Definitely a profession that does not get paid enough.
Thank you, sir.
No, I agree. It doesn't. I mean, think about what you do. You're shaping the minds and everything of the future leaders and possible president and all that. And
yeah, that's all I want to do too. I want to be that role model for kids, and I want to be that positive part of their day. I'm an art teacher, so they come in and they get to create. And it's been interesting having distance learning instead of in-person education. So I've gone online. I teach on YouTube. So we did what we had to do, but we should be in person in the fall, depending on if there's a surge in COVID or not. Sounds like we'll be in person, and that's so much easier when you're an artist and an art teacher to be right there with your students in person. So, been challenging.
Right. So, how many students have you got that be like, "Well, Miss Maxwell, you're kind of cute."
Oh,
Come on
I'm
now.
trying to avoid that completely.
The wow.
Like I don't.
Huh?
I try to avoid.
You have to nowadays.
hey,
You have to
how
nowadays.
you doing? How you doing?
You have to nowadays. That's how I was when I was growing up in high school. But you have to nowadays.
How you doing?
I had a crush on my second grade teacher.
And I still
I worked with my stepmother.
I would like to speak to that a little bit. So most of them, know that I'm Mrs. Maxwell and I'm married to, a metal singer.
Metal Max.
Guitar player. So
I'm telling you, I'm coming out. When I come out, I got to party with Max. He's got to be the coolest dude to party with, man.
He's cool.
Oh my God, he is.
Max.
I give back from Max.
He's the best, you guys. Like seriously. Well, why wouldn't I think that? I'm a little biased. But
I'm a huge fan. He's cool. He's just I know I got that aura going. I know he's cool.
Well,
gotta hang out with him.
So super chill.
Is it 19 years, babe? 19 years, so it's almost been 20 years we've been together.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you.
Right.
Married for 16 in July. So, we've been together a long time. We've been in our band for 12 years. We started the Maxwells in 2010, but we've been playing together for 12. Before that, we were in our own bands. We didn't jam together, but then we decided just to try it, and it worked. Like, we didn't want to be like Fleetwood Mac or anything, but we were
right.
like,
so
it just worked.
How you kind of, Maxine, how you kind of encouraged Anthony and I to jam more together?
Yeah.
So it looks like, because Sundays is my kind of like free jam. I jam every Sunday, but sometimes it's a rotation of musicians who come over to our house to jam. Sometimes we don't always have a guitar player, so I just bat my eyelashes and I'm like, babe, please play guitar for me.
How can you say no?
I know, right? Like, look at these eyelashes; they're beautiful.
I'm gonna play guitar for you.
Yay!
I love it. That's funny because Maxwell, believe it or not, is one of my family names.
What?
And I have listen. No, this is really crazy. And Max is going to love this too because one of my cousins, his name is. They used to call,
wait, you would be cousin Max.
They used to call him Sonny Maxwell. Okay, he's one of the greatest guitar players that ever came out of this town. I promise you. His name is Max Maxwell. They call him Max Maxwell. You can look him up. He's in a band called
Funk out of here.
Riff Raff. Riff Raff has been around Zanesville, Ohio for 50 years.
Well done.
Paul Quinn has done a video, documentary on him. I'm telling you, when I saw that and saw the name and saw you guys, I'm like, I don't believe in coincidence. I'm not a coincidence believer. I'm not it's not me.
It was fortuitous.
It's there. If it's there, it's there.
It is.
Right. It was fortuitous. It was meant to happen.
I don't know if you guys,
Really cool.
I don't know if you can see over my shoulder, but over on this side, that little
backwards land.
his name is Max.
Oh, that's awesome.
There's some dude back there named Max.
No, it's a cat.
I can't really see Max.
Right?
Oh, I see him. I see him on the back of the couch.
Yeah, right there.
Hi, Max.
Oh,
His name's Max. He's named after. I named it after my mom passed away about 7 years ago. Her middle name was Maxine, so I named him Max after my mom, even though he's a boy.
holy cow.
What I say, I don't believe in coincidence. It happens. It happens for a reason. I don't believe in
Okay,
coincidence.
so riddle me this, Kelly. So one time I met Chris Cornell from Soundgarden, exactly. He got married on my birth date, which is September 18th. And when his daughter was born, he named her Tony, which is my name.
Huh.
Whoa.
Wow.
It's
What do you
actually just coincidence.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It really is just coincidence. But
I don't do the coincidence thing, man. God, I don't. I believe God has put us on this earth.
I know, but I just felt like that was too much. It was too crazy. Like, you get married on my birthday and you name your daughter Tony.
Everything is connected. Like everything.
It was crazy. I was freaked out.
Yeah, we're connected from Genesis to Revelation. I mean, we're God. We're all connected. I mean, I'm a strong believer in that. My faith in my God above, and my Lord Jesus Christ is kept me doing what I'm doing.
Oh.
We've all been through everything. Drugs is a big thing in the rock and roll thing, and this it's taken over the whole youth of the world anymore.
It's been really sad.
I have a 23-year-old son who is a preacher, and is a recovering addict, and
Wow.
it shows you the work that what God can do in anybody's life. So, and here I am, I'm the front man of a sleazy, nasty rock and roll band, but he's given me this talent to do something. So
Right, he's giving you talent to be a sleazy frontman for an awesome rock and roll band.
if I can help and touch somebody one way or the other and help them get through something, growing up we had music that got us through stuff. You know how many times I played Every Rose Has Its Thorn, and
Oh my God, I was a big Cure girl. I was into the alternative music, so
Oh yeah.
everything was all about the Cure. But rap got me through some like crazy time.
I mean, Robert Smith from The Cure, but you can still. If something got you, the music got you through something. There was something that you can.
Got me through my whole adolescent
yourself.
age. That was a weirdo girl.
That's
Did
the
you
only thing
do,
that
any Skid Row? I meant to ask you way earlier.
Yeah.
Not enough.
we
of it.
we brought Youth Gone Wild in. We're gonna bring Monkey Business in. We got there's a tons. I mean, there's so much more we're gonna bring in that it's finally getting this lineup that we have
Mm-hmm.
It was taking a minute. But I'm very, very, very happy with the lineup that we have now.
Yeah, our lineup. Yeah. When
I know exactly how you feel.
Chemistry and
I couldn't ask for a better lineup right now. I wish the other two guys were on here because, you know, I got to give a shout out to St. Billy Ray.
heck yeah.
St. Billy Ray. Good. St.
Billy Ray, the patron saint of all things seas.
And who else?
Kirk Miser. And he's the original rock and roll bad boy and outlaw, man. I mean, these
Kirk,
two guys. What's that?
What's his last name?
Miser.
M-I-S-E-R?
M-I-C-E-R.
C-E-R.
Like you dirty old miser.
Nice.
But the chemistry that we have as a front man, nothing wrong with my drummer and bass player, but as a front man, I congregate toward my guitar players. That's who I feed off of. So I'm real happy with the two that I'm playing with. Because I feed off that chemistry so well with them, and it's a connection that I have been looking for a long time. That for almost 14 years, I had a connection with somebody like that, but it was toxic in the end. So I'm happy that this lineup is where it is and where it's going, because we're going to start doing original stuff too. And I've sent you guys some original stuff.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I love it.
Like we're gonna put Love Rodeo together. We're gonna probably do a video probably the end of this year, close to the end of this year for Love Rodeo, which is going to be really cool. One of the originals, I don't know if I ever sent you the one that I wrote for my son. That was called Little Boy Lost, and it's about the drug use and stuff that we went through with that. But it's stuff like that. If we can connect with somebody, whether it's either Love Radio, which is a dirty, in your face, sleazy song, or the Little Boy Lost, they've found a heartbreak or something, or they're dealing with this in their face. That's what rock and roll's about.
Yeah.
So
it doesn't have to be that.
I totally get your Little Boy Lost. I have a daughter. My oldest daughter, Bethany, who is 24 now. She was really lost in her teenage years. She was a cutter, would cut herself, and and I would get her help, psychiatric help and stuff. But yeah, she's come back now, but she was lost down a very dark path for a while.
And when she was down that path, you're sitting up at night screaming at the walls.
Just mad at myself because I can't save my daughter. Mad at the world for taking her away. That's what I'm saying. We did everything we could as parents, but it was God that saved my son. I mean, he found God, and now he's on fire to save souls. And whether you believe it or not, it's there. I see it happening. It's and to see that and know that this whole generation. I mean, I grew up in. We grew up in the me generation. This was it wasn't the we generation. It was the me. It was the 80s.
Yeah.
I mean, everything was surplus. No matter what it was, the baggy pants, the Nike shoes, the cocaine it was stupid. We didn't care. Everything was given to us in multi whatever. And to see this generation imploding on itself is just crazy. So that's why we do what we do, because if we can take a little bit of that 80s, that mid 80s to where life was good and put it in somebody's head, well, man, they were fun. They hear that, maybe that little love song in there, that little I Remember You, or that, you know what I mean? Or that I'll Be There For You, that Bon Jovi, I'll Be There For You, or something like that. Maybe that'll save them. Maybe it'll help them. Maybe it'll help them realize there's more to life than that dark path they're going down. Because it's rock and roll. Rock and roll's not supposed to be, to me, it should just explode with fun and energy. I mean, come on. I was in 6th grade when Talk Dirty to Me came out.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Like I said, my dad's a drummer. So when Talk Dirty to Me came out, I said, that's what I want to do.
My dad was a drummer also.
So, I saw Bret Michaels and I heard Talk Dirty to Me, and I'm like, that's what I want to do for the rest of my life.
While you were listening to Talk Dirty to Me, I was listening to like Echo and the Bunnyman.
I like Echo and the Bunnyman though. I like that.
Who doesn't?
Hey, look. About 10 years old, I'm a hairdresser. So I've been a 30-year hairdresser. I've been doing hair for 30 years, right?
Shut up.
Nope. 10 years old, I wanted to get a perm because I wanted to be Michael Jackson.
Oh my God, I freaking love that. I had so many gloves.
Oh, me too. Oh my gosh. I had the red vest, the gloves. Michael, come on. Prince and Michael Jackson were the greatest musicians and artists ever. I'm sorry, Prince, one of the greatest guitar players. Michael Jackson, I'm going to get in a lot of trouble saying this, but like the king of rock and roll, Mike was the king of pop.
Agreed.
I'm going to ask you guys, you two, here's a quiz. Who do you believe the king of rock and roll was?
I think the king of rock and roll?
Yeah, who's the king of rock and roll?
Well,
They always say Elvis.
People are going to hate me. Everybody says what? Elvis, right?
Yeah.
Everybody says that, but I don't like Elvis.
I don't like Elvis. I like Elvis.
Chuck Berry was the king of rock and roll.
Berry, yes.
Yes.
I don't care what anybody says. Because you can't play, you can't do Johnny Be Good and then play a song called My Ding-a-ling. That's rock and roll. So.
Oh my God, you are totally, you hit the
note. Oh my God, yes. Yeah, you always hear pop culture say Elvis. And like I said, I'm an Elvis fan because of my auntie. So my favorite auntie is
Elvis fan. Hey, look.
But here's the thing, like, man, Elvis was good, but he stole all his riffs from all the cool jazz players,
Here's the thing, though. We're all influenced by something, but if you don't know the blues, you can't play rock and roll.
You are right. Yeah, I love the blues. I have a blues rock project called Angry Dave and the Maxwells. So
everything stems from the blues and gospel. Because if you don't know it, if you've never sat there and cried out, or if you've never had that heart broken, you can't play rock. You can't play rock and roll and be real. You can play it.
That's true. That's so true. That's why rock is raw like that. We write about raw,
we feel
like heartache.
We write about like how shit makes us feel and like our raw feelings. Like scratch with sandpaper, rub dirt in it. Like this is how I'm feeling.
Yeah, hardly ever do we write a love song. Like,
and lately it seems like any love song that we sing is it always ends in heartbreak.
Right. Yeah, or it's from heartbreak to love. Like that's how our song Just Stay is. It's like, like, oh, this is so frustrating and we're hurting each other, but we come back together. So like,
I love all your guys' stuff, honestly.
Oh,
I can't
feeling.
It's amazing. It's beautiful. It's moving. It's tasty. Every song that Maxwell's do, like really hits a heartstring on me. Because you guys have so many layers and you touch so many different subjects. And those subjects just happen to be like important to me.
Our next single we're going to release with a music video. So in fact, I was just talking with my producer before the show about another meeting about it.
Which one?
Silence. We are going to we're going to touch a little bit on suicide prevention within the video. So it's going to be, like from here. So
I was really hoping that you're going to do Checkmate next.
Checkmate will probably
I want you to wait on that because I have stuff that I need to get you before you do that.
Okay. Yeah. Checkmate will be 2021.
So let's get over like Christmas and like.
Yeah, I get you.
I have stuff to send you for Christmas.
Oh, you're so sweet.
It's gonna have to do with some stuff, so.
When you guys do a video, your visuals are unbelievable. So that's what got me.
Thank you.
That pulled me in. I mean, like.
There are a lot of work. That's good to hear because, like, it's a lot of time and money. And our producer, Alex Chandler, is freaking amazing, as you can tell. He's done a great job portraying our songs the way we want, telling different stories within our songs. That's why Alex and I brainstormed this suicide prevention, because it's touched a lot of people during this COVID-19 shutdown, and we want to speak to that. And you know, we're there for you. Like we've said this before on the show. If you guys need any help, Musicians Hangout is here for you. But please don't hesitate to contact Suicide Hotline. Take care of yourselves. Self-care.
Yes.
We love you.
Look, you can contact. They can contact me via Facebook or anything that I can help talk to somebody. Crash, we've talked about this stuff.
Well, there are people here for you.
Yes. I talk to Crash the other day on the phone, and I'm like, wait a minute, this is weird. I see you all the time, and we've talked on the video, but I'm here now. I'm talking to you on the phone. This is kind of cool, man. It's
Aww.
It is. It's personal. Like we're a family. You're a brother.
it's and we've talked about this. You and I've talked about this kind of stuff. It's if we can't pull together and help somebody, then why are we doing what we do?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because if we're not doing it to help somebody somehow, then we're doing it in vain, and it's not to
We
me.
literally make music and sing songs about not only helping us, but we do it so that somebody out there can relate to how we are feeling and can identify with our feelings
Exactly.
and help them in some way. Like,
I mean, no matter what how
music
crazy Joker's Wild Show is and how crazy and stupid I talk and get, at the end of the night, when everything's shut down, the sound's off, I'm either at home or I'm in a hotel room somewhere. I'm still by myself. I get to the point that the night's done. It gets awful quiet when the cheering stops. You know what I mean? So, but my replay of the night is like, I saw them smiling. I saw them dancing. They were wanting another song, or they this song caught the face. I saw the person's face. No matter how quiet the night is, at the end of the night, there's a reason that I do, and that was the reason. And there's my girl right there, the only girl that ever made me pee laughing.
Yeah, our friend Dusty said that she used to hate it when her aunt would play the blues when she was a kid. But now as a grown-up, she can appreciate the birth of blues and how it influences rock and roll, which it absolutely did. And now
you can't, like I said, you can't play it.
B.B. King, who B.B. King is one of my greatest. He's one of my favorites outside of Nina Simone and some other people.
I'll go back to Etta James. I'll go back to,
yes. Oh my God, yes.
Blind Lemon. I'll go back to Dirty Della Blues, man, when it was.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, right.
We were telling stories. Look, you can't have the blues is the blues.
Exactly.
You ain't ever had blues,
I hear you, girl. I hear you.
That's right. Rob, I'm telling you, you gotta check out Dusty's stuff. She's made me pee. I literally pee my pants. I peed when I'm like, I peed. Sorry.
Oh my God. Wait till she does the My Corona song. My Corona. Oh, I'm feeling sick. Oh my God, that's not now. Here's a tissue. Here we go.
She's amazing.
My Corona. Woo.
I love Dusty. She's cool, man. And she's, you know what I love about her? When we had her on the show, she's real.
She is real.
Real.
Yeah, that's
you
why
can see that. It's not a make believe.
She was actually at my last show with Butterfly so far. This year since Corona. Corona kind of shut everything down. But I played at the airport with Anti-Hero because they're one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Severhead. And who else?
God. Oh. I'm sorry, it was so long ago. I can see the flyer.
You look like I remember what happened 20 minutes ago.
I played so many, we've played so many shows. But it's just kind of like, well, I played a show with this band, but where the hell was it?
You know what that means? It doesn't matter if you remember. You don't remember where you were. It doesn't matter where you were, but you remember playing.
The band, yes.
Because it doesn't matter where we are. It doesn't matter where we can be playing in Ohio, Seattle, Florida. It doesn't matter where we are. we're not playing to where we're at. We're playing to who is
Yes.
there.
Exactly.
Yes.
So that's the cool thing about it. And
Well,
I
I
promise you,
Linda. Hi, Linda.
Hi, Linda. Hi.
hi, Miss Linda.
Congratulations.
Of mine. So we teach,
Retiring.
we teach at the
I'm
same
going to
school.
say this right now so everybody hears me. I promise you, I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I promise you, I'm making my way at, and I've said this to you too.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
coming to Washington.
Yeah, you have to
Look-
tell us when so we can
look,
plan.
no.
Yes, you have to tell us when so that we can at least meet you at the airport with like signs and
Right?
I wanted to scare the hell out of you. Because I got a friend who just whose brother just got his pilot license. You think I won't take that test? Then I'll be like, look, let's do a red eye. Let's just fly. Look, I'll knock on the door and be like, Chip, come on.
So
2
here's
bottles
the
of Mad
thing.
Dog and
We're not
Dirty Work.
right in Seattle though. Like I'm 2.5
I
hours.
know that. Remember, I've got your addresses. I'll find you. That's what I do.
Yeah,
Remember, I got the address. You're in trouble now.
And then she's like 2 hours.
Well, it depends if you take the ferry or not.
Okay, so like she's in the opposite direction of me. So she's
Like
I'm
an hour
northwest,
15.
she's northeast. So like we are. How far away are we from each other? 3 hours? 4 hours?
If you drive it, maybe, but it's like a half. No, it's about 2 hours. Because I forgot about the drive to.
Wasn't there a medium somewhere?
Half-hour ferry and then 45 minutes from the ferry ish.
Hey guys, Scotty's gotta take off. Say goodbye. Say
Bye.
bye. You gotta go bye.
Hey,
guys.
you didn't get to
We
worry
won't
much.
have any more.
Dang it.
That was you actually see me, right?
The quiet one.
Yes, Scott.
I like your shirt though.
Yeah.
I'm a AC fan. Long way to the
Oh,
top.
ACDC,
Bro,
of
I
course.
love it big. What are you talking about? In the bandana? Like, that's sick.
Thanks
Hair's
for-
driving me crazy.
You bet you just want to take it out and just like.
I should have had a band down.
That's right. He'll take the hair off the
That's
front.
wrong. I should have worn my hat like that. Seriously, it's a party hat of mine.
Nice.
That's a sick hat. Allison says, "Check you later."
Bye.
Linda says, "Happy birthday."
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Linda.
She asked if anyone was going to sing you "Happy Birthday."
Kelly Ray did earlier.
Really good, yeah.
Watch the video because there was a beautiful birthday.
Oh, a beautiful birthday rendition. Yes.
Whoa.
We saw you.
Well, since those guys are, since
Okay.
I got to get off here too.
Them small ass phones.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
okay. We totally
I can't
understand.
hold anything big in my
Yeah,
head.
it's a little bit later here, and I got to get up super early tomorrow. So
Well, and you guys are in Ohio. It's a different
Like,
time
you guys are
zone.
kind of like in a different time zone.
yeah, it's almost 11:30. So
Yeah, thanks for hanging out.
You
with
gotta
us.
go Betty Bye. You
yeah,
gotta go Betty Bye too, Rob.
I got to get it. Yeah, I get off here. I got to get up earlier than normal tomorrow for a stupid.
Hey, thanks, Scotty. Good night, Rob.
That name, Mac.
Thank you so
Well,
much.
happy birthday! Thanks for having me on, and thanks for having the band on. And look
Well,
forward to
looking
seeing
forward
you
to
guys.
meeting you guys when you all come out and play. So we'll see you in person.
Absolutely. All right,
You're
thanks.
front row, right?
No, they got backstage. They got passes.
Well, even better.
They got backstage passes.
There you go. Nice.
They got that. Yep. It's a multi-pass.
It's
You
a
guys take it easy.
Meet and greet.
Thanks again. I'll see you guys this weekend.
Okay.
That we'll see you then.
Not me, but
Looks like they went to bed. You're left with me.
Yep.
Even-
See you guys.
Swear. Yeah, that's right. Ah, it's cool.
See you, Rob.
See
Bye,
ya.
Rob.
Bye,
See
Rob.
ya.
thanks, Rebecca.
Sleepy sleep. Have a good nappy nap. Everybody, we're going to do a shot of Metamucil in a little bit. We're all going to bed. Not me. Except me. Not me. I'm going to hang out till you, like anywhere else, like even after the show, I'm going to hang out till you kick me out. So, is that
Yeah,
cool?
we'll hang
Yeah,
out.
we have like 45 minutes.
Yeah, we still have about 45 minutes we can hang out. It's cool. It's cool. We got some more
Good.
questions for you. Like, how did
You
you
can
start
ask away.
your journey as a musician? Like, what age were you when you started doing what you do?
I was 5. I mean,
Yeah,
see about
I
it.
get you. I was young too. I get you. Yeah.
I don't know. Just starting out doing what I do in this. Really, again, I grew up. My father was a musician, so I've been around all my life. He was a drummer. I used to, when I was little enough to carry something, I used to have pictures and when y'all like shoot the picture of the kick drum with the kids sleeping. I used to actually sleep in my father's kick drum.
That's awesome.
It's really neat. I wish I could find that picture. My dad, I love my dad to death. My dad never wanted me to go down this road. Never wanted me to follow rock and roll. My mother was my hugest fan. I wish she was still around, but she was my biggest fan.
My mom is too. My mom and dad totally support me. So, but I know, like my husband doesn't have that. They didn't want him to go into rock and roll, and they didn't want him to marry a drummer that's tattooed. So, I love them to death, though. Like, don't get me wrong, I've been in the family for almost 20 years, so like, there's a lot of love. So.
Well, my father, I love my dad to death. He's disowned me a few times, and the last time, it is what it is. I was, like I said, I was 6th grade when Talk Dirty to Me came out in a video, and when I saw that, it clicked, and I'm like, that's what I want to do. I want that. When I saw Bret Michaels for the first time, it was like,
oh yeah,
I'm like, that's what I wanted to do, and that's what I decided to become. I'm going to become a singer. Never, I don't take care of my voice like I should. I don't do what I should do. I do warm up before shows. And like I said, I've been blessed to open for great bands and big band, and meet a lot of people, and had a lot of advice over 30 years of doing this. I've taken some I haven't. Haven't lived the best lifestyle, but I have been, blessed to still be able to play rock and roll for people and write music and something from my heart. And I'm not that good at guitar. I know 3 or 4 chords. That's all I ever learned, as a guitar player. And a lot of times as a singer, you was like, hell, I learned 3 chords. I can play any song, and you want to impress a chick.
More than 3?
So, it was about, I don't know, 6th, 7th grade. And I went crazy ever since then. Haven't looked back. So, been bad, like anybody else, been in bad bands, in good bands, out of bad bands. Yeah. But it got to the point that the last few years, I wanted to give back something. So I wanted to take this to a level I know I could take it to, because people wanted that experience. And that's what I want to give them. And like Rob said earlier, you can go see a band and they sound great, but they're standing there, and that's cool if if they're slated every 8 weeks and they're getting paid and and people dig it, that's great, because you'll never hear me say anything bad about any band, because they're, no matter what, we're musicians.
Yeah, we got to support each other. That's what we're about too.
No matter what. But
Exactly.
If I wanted to go see that myself personally, I play the jukebox. Then I can go mingle and do what I mean? If I wanted to hear somebody just sound almost great and not move.
It's a hard enough industry as it is without fighting each other.
Yeah.
Yep.
We got to
That's
support.
Our mission statement is about friendship, like with other musicians, because that's what we want. We want to support each other, hold each other up, lift each other up, instead of,
it's sad when I see
icky.
It's sad when I see other musicians bash other bands, or other bands bash other. I see it around here all the time.
There ain't no room for that in rock and roll. We got to stick together.
There really isn't. And at one time, in some of the members that I used to have in one of my projects, I had one that did that, and I said, look, it's for, he just kind of got with me, and I'm like, I don't ever want to hear that. I can't hear that again. I don't ever want, because not only are you representing yourself, you're representing us and me, and that's not my view. If you don't like the people, that's fine. But that's not that you're representing. We all represent ourselves, but as a whole, we all represent Joker's Wild.
I don't know what plur means, but plur.
I don't know.
Let's look it up. Look it up, Ellis.
Yeah. Nah, just Tell us what it means. I gotta know now.
Yeah.
Allison, what does plur mean?
I'm looking it up. Plur. Peace, love, unity, and respect. Peace, love, unity, and respect. Yes.
Oh, I love that.
Plur, thank you for that, because that's how I live my
Peace,
life.
love, unity, respect, and responsibility.
There you go.
Boom.
There you go.
I love that.
Ooh, I totally
Talk
love
about
that.
peace, love, and unity. My influences growing up as a singer, not only Brett, but I go back further. Janis Joplin was a huge fan of mine. I was a huge fan of hers. She was a huge influence on me, is what I mean.
Janis covers. I should pull those out sometime, actually, when we do our acoustic set.
Yes. Oh my God.
Come on, man.
You should do that. Cry, baby.
My mom, I remember her. She used to get she was a barmaid. I grew up in a bar. A local bar. She would get hammered working. I could tell you stories, crazy. But she used to sing "Cry Baby" a lot.
Cry, cry, baby.
Or if it wasn't that, it would Mercedes Benz a lot. Mercedes Benz. Yeah.
Oh Lord, won't you find me
I love it. But see, it's stuff like that. Jim Morrison was a huge influence on me because of his attitude.
Yeah, I can see that.
In the way it's taught, man. But I grew up listening to stuff like Dr. Hook. I said something one night on one of your shows about Ray and them, the way they wrote. I mean, they were way, and their harmonies were. I mean, come on, they were way before their time. I mean, they were amazing. They were just
they were kind of.
They were ahead of their time, is what I meant. They were way ahead of their time.
Yes.
So that's kind of what I grew up with. R&B, the 70s R&B and stuff like that. My Girl and stuff like that. Even the 80s country. I grew, listen to the 80s country and the older country. I mean, you look at Terry Gibbs back in the days. Somebody's knocking. You guys remember that song?
Yes.
Somebody's knocking. Should I let them in? Lord, it's on now. I mean, it's and I want we're actually doing a part in our show here soon that we're taking those songs, bringing them back a little bit, and doing them our way. So
yes,
kind of like when Warrant brought back Blackfoot's Train. I mean, great song, man. It's just stuff like that. Those were my influences growing up, and I haven't changed any. I really haven't bought into the newer music, and I'm not knocking it. I think that you keep rock and roll's going to live forever.
Right.
But if I can't feel it, I don't want to play. If I can't feel it 100%, I can't play it and give it 100%. So if I can't give it 100%, there's no sense in doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, I can do alternative music and stuff like that. But if it's not from here, if it doesn't come 100% from my heart and something I feel, then I'm ripping somebody else off that's watching it. I can sit and do it all day long.
Right, I get you.
Right.
It's hard. Yeah. When it's not what you're passionate about.
It is. It's got to come from. If you can't feel it, don't do it. And I know too many people that do that. But
that's why I want to feel that. I get like a high off that passion. So I don't, if I didn't that, I wouldn't do it.
It's kind of like our drug.
I've actually been in bands where I'm playing and I'm not feeling the music. I'm just going through the motions.
Right.
I'm just going through the motions. I'm not feeling the music.
Yeah, that's
no.
I know a lot of
that I
musicians
just
for
started
hire.
with Hated Noise. When I jam, like I'm so into the music, sometimes I miss my damn cues because I'm feeling it, and I'm in the moment, and I'm having fun with it, and
Give me that, and I'll take that every day. You know,
yes, it's a whole new world for me.
I tell the guys, I said, I don't want polished. It doesn't have to be note for note.
Right.
I don't want polished.
Just feel it.
I want raw.
Yeah.
I want it smooth. I mean, I don't, you know, we know we all have the guys that are behind me in this band. This band there's so much talent. There
That's
really is.
awesome.
And I don't just say that because, you know, you see people go, but yeah, my bandmates got talent. They really do. They really have the talent. And there's talent that we have it. We could polish it note for note and hit it to blam. I mean, these guys could. I couldn't. There's no way I could. I'm just way too sloppy. But I don't want that. I want that rawness. I want that feel. You know, don't play that lead note for note if you don't have to.
Well, it's just like Dusty says. She says, I don't write songs if I can't feel it or if I'm not there mentally. You just can't force it.
You can't force it.
Oh my gosh.
If you do, it's gonna feel empty, no matter what. Maybe not for you, but people are gonna see that. They're gonna see the people that are really into it. They're gonna see that. They're gonna be like,
this is the whole reason why I don't really play bass anymore. Because I started out playing bass. Now that I play drums, like my heart is full. That's where I always wanted to be. That's where I was designed to be. And now that I finally reached there, I don't have to play bass anymore. I do it for fun sometimes, but when I'm forced to do it, it's not where my heart is. That's not where it's at.
I always wanted to be a drummer because my dad, you know, I always wanted to do that.
My father was also a drummer. So. Right,
that's what you said. You know, and I learned to play back when I was young, but it wasn't me. It wasn't, you know, when I got out front.
Right, there you go.
And maybe just because I'm half goofy anyway, I don't know. Maybe it's I don't know. But that's the connection that if I can make a connection to the crowd, that's me. I want that. I want them to be part of what we're doing. That's why I'm never on stage.
Right.
This I'm telling you, these restrictions, they're going to be lifted soon because the people can't take it, and I can't. It's driving me insane. Not to be honest.
Yeah, I hear you. Everything's been canceled. We played a show in January together, January 3rd at the City City Theater, and then that was the last gig.
That was the last
festivals. I was playing festivals all summer, and that's all been canceled. But I have a private party coming up on the 4th of July, which, you know, with social distancing and, you know, the right precautions we can still do. But it's like, you know, we're in different phases out here because how bad it hit out here. So.
Oh, I don't doubt it. Yeah. We're loosening up really good here. So we only lost a couple gigs. So we're blessed. We only lost a couple.
My whole summer is spent. My whole summer is done.
Yeah.
Well, then that's what
I might go on tour with
get on the bus. Come on.
You, but
come this way. We'll play. We'll play all summer. Come on.
Good.
Come on. We'll play all summer. I'm not playing. I'm not kidding. We'll have gigs all summer. You know, the last show before it was a Saturday, and they shut down that Sunday, basically Monday, right when the world shut down.
Yeah.
We played at a place in Zanesville, Ohio, called the Angry Bull. Great place. I love the place.
I remember seeing that advertised. Yeah.
Okay. I got up on
it.
We did. That's why I remember it.
Yes, you did. Thank you. Now, tell you how crazy it gets. I got up on the bar, and I've played there before, and I've done the same thing. Did you see the video?
Yes.
You see the video?
Yes.
With a ceiling fan smack and busted my skull open, busted my head open.
Yes, you were just like, what? But you did not skip a beat.
Never
beat. I was like, you're just like whack, and you're just like stuck down.
I still got the scar.
Oh, God. Dude, that's gnarly.
That's what we do for rock and roll, guys. We got scars. We got scars and bruises and shit from our adventures.
Yeah, exactly. Scars you can see, scars we can't see.
Yep. Yeah.
That's what it does. That's what it does. But it's cool though. But you know, we were blessed to be the last band around this area to play before the world shut down.
Yeah.
When the world opened back up, we were asked to play at a venue about 30 minutes away from us. So we were the first band to play again.
Yeah.
So there's,
June 2nd. Wasn't that like a few weeks ago?
Yeah, it was just before the world opened back up. We were a place in Newark, Ohio called Heath, Ohio, Newark, Ohio called Muddy Creek. We're actually playing there June 27th, which will be not this weekend, but the next week.
Next weekend, yeah,
So
yeah.
We're going. I mean, it's
Ooh,
if
fun,
we can play, we're going to play. We're going to bring. We're opening this world up. Rock. You can't stop rock and roll. I've said it once. I'll say it again. It's been said since the 50s. It'll be said till the end of time. You can't stop it. Why?
It will never die. It will never die. It lives on. Rock and roll lives on and on and on.
And I will try to keep my rock and roll that I feel in my heart that I love. I'll try to keep it alive because we're a dying breed. I mean, you've got people out there like.
Dude, tell us about it. We're like female drummers in the industry. We get it. Like,
come on. I mean, I was a Roxy Petrucci fan back in the day. If being a female drummer, I mean, Vixen was. I mean, Roxy was. She would come on. She could pound that like you ain't. Yeah. Great. So.
Yeah, she was.
You guys are the. You're the cowboys. You're the cowgirls. You're the. Steel horse. You are. Being female drummers and in rock and roll still. I mean, come on. That's Kid Rock's drummer. I mean, she's unbelievable.
Yeah. And we want this shit too. Like, I know that some musicians get to the point they have that person that's going to help them, the drum tech. But we lug our shit. And when we're together, we help each other lug our shit. We take stuff down for each other.
We do.
Yeah. Because it's a lot. And we get bruises and we get scars and we get,
I'm still recovering from like my audition a couple weeks ago where I smacked my hands with my drumsticks here. You can still see the bruise right here.
Yeah.
And
that's when
you can still see it.
You're going to make stories up, but like, you ought to see the other one. I just knocked her anyways.
And then like I have a bruise on my thigh from where this hand comes and smacks on my thigh because, well,
I was gonna say I always get wounds on the thigh from the double kicks because you're going with the double kicks and they're hitting the side of the stool. So it's like, or the throne, like I got a really nice throne, but like it still bruises me for how much I use it.
Me too. No, I got it.
Where do I put those bruises right there? What
Where thigh bruises?
Yeah.
Yep. Yes.
Oh,
I have it on my shins where my kick pedals will come back and smack me on the shins.
You take there's a lot of war behind the kid. You guys take a lot of hit. I mean, there's a lot of battle going on behind that kid.
Sometimes you're just going so fast and then all of a sudden your drumstick will smack you in the eye. You're like, crap. It's okay. I can't see, but it's okay. Smack. Oh, crap.
Scotty will go through sticks. He'll break sticks 2 or 3 times a show or practice. I mean,
I just talked to Scotty about sticks.
Oh, I will duck. I know when to duck every once in a while because I know one comes flying.
Mine are fiberglass. So I've had these for 13 years, and I have to replace the rubber sleeve. So there's like a hard rubber sleeve that you heat up in boiling water, and then you slide over the stick so that it protects.
So it's like a shrink tape or shrink tube or something like that,
exactly
right?
Like that. And then the sticks themselves are fiberglass. I've had these 13 years. I wouldn't even get through a session with wood sticks. So these have been my choice. I'll play with some wood sticks and then hand them out to the crowd. But other than that, I play with my head sticks because.
Can you get wood tips for those, or do they have to be?
I think they have to be plastic because
they have to be nylon. I just don't like the nylon though. That's the thing.
I love nylon. I have some of my first sticks when I was a kid were wood with the nylon head.
Right. I have like the 7A ends. If it's like the 7A nylons.
Remember the big ones they used to call rock knockers?
There you go. Those are nylon tips.
Yep. So I love these. That's what I dig them, man. It's my thing, but I get it's not everybody.
It's not my thing. I like the wood tips better, but they have to be the almond tips and not the ball tips or the round tips. Yep. I'm not a big ball tip.
So what size you like?
Where your shit is gonna land. The almond ones, you have more control. I feel like.
Well, my sticks are like too. I have a heavier stick. I have a 5B, and a lot of people
5B?
play like a 7A or 7B.
I'm a 7A.
But I use a lot of that weight in my metal drumming. I flick it with my hand, and I let the weight do most of the work.
See,
My dad always played 5B. Yep. 5Bs.
See, I do 7As. I flick my wrist just like Maxine says, but I have a piccolo snare, and it's super snappy.
Yeah.
Look, you want to see something cool? I used to be partners with a guy that made drums, custom drums.
What?
Okay. Let me show you something. Let me show you something.
Crash, I put my earrings in too. Like,
oh my god, I love it. Do you like it?
I love the set. Oh my god,
This is the first snare that I ever made.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
You know, I'm talking, I wrapped it, cut it, sized it. Medicine Man custom drum.
Cool.
Okay. Let me show you what we, now this is a wrap that we put on, okay? Can you see that picture?
Yes. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me get it this way. Here,
Backwards
hold on.
land.
See that?
Oh yeah.
Aw, that's cool.
That is
Now,
super
do
cool.
you see what's going on there?
Yeah.
That is me and my son, who is 23 now,
Oh my god, that's super cute.
laying on the couch. That's how old this. That's how old this snare is.
Oh wow.
That's how old that snare is.
Super cute.
It's still got something to it.
Freaking cool.
Um, And that's a one ply medium attack head. And that thing has been beat on for over 20 some years.
My snare isn't that old. It's like 10 years old.
God, mine's old. It came with the kit, and it's old. It's from the 90s. It's like a built in
I
90s.
did a lyric.
She does say it's old. It's from the 90s.
Ah, now you know. Now you kind of know how old I am a little bit.
Kind of, but not really.
I graduated in the 90s, so.
Me too.
I almost did.
Ooh!
I know, I'm almost.
Yeah, it's 2000. It's 2000. That's funny.
I know, right?
It's not midnight yet here, so you know you still that. It's not your birthday. It's your birthday, right?
I'm still 21, right?
For now.
I'm almost 22.
Drink up then, but that's just, I mean, stuff like that and what we do. I'm glad that I'm still able to do it. I'll say it. I'm 45 years old. I'm glad that I'm still 45 and can do it. I can't recuperate like I could.
I get you. I feel it too. Like, cause well, I'm not that much, younger than you. So I feel it. The next day, I'm like, ooh, that shoulder needs to pop in. Yeah.
No, mine's the whole body. It's like I can't walk for the next day, and I need, it's like, getting older. I'm diabetic now, and it's like,
oh, that's hard. Yeah, that's hard. I was in a car accident back in 2015, and I couldn't drum for a few months. So I know what you mean by like the whole body ache.
And look at you now. I mean, isn't that great that everything you went through and you're behind that kit, you're still smacking the heads and you're playing with everything you got, no matter what.
That's because I have an awesome team. Like my doctor and my therapist would make sure that my physical therapist would make sure that I worked toward being able to drum again to the point where drumming was an exercise to get me better.
Exactly.
Just like crack.
Cancer.
Same thing. Yeah.
When I was going through chemo, my oncologist said that drumming was saving my life because not only is it having me exercise, but it's actually releasing endorphins naturally throughout my system. And that
it's the thing about music,
fighters
rock and roll or not.
Yeah.
It can heal.
Right. And I told you, like I saw out clips and I have a lot of body parts missing. Like I'm missing a kneecap, and half my spine has been rebuilt with the technology of rods and screws and some batteries and this and that. And I hold my own equipment. Like I drum as often as I possibly can for as long as I possibly can. And being a drummer saved my life on many
You had practice 3 days
many
in a row, like 3 days in a row. Good God.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and it was all punk rock.
Yeah.
Punk rock. I had Friday.
Like, boom tap, boom tap, boom tap.
Yeah, I had a Saturday rehearsal, and then a Sunday rehearsal, and then a Monday rehearsal.
Woo.
So I had a couple days off, and I enjoyed today. I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed most of the day. I didn't get out of bed till noon today. I'm not
Good
gonna
for
lie.
you. Good job.
Nope.
You deserve that. You worked hard. You work hard.
My muscles have been so sore. Like, I'm so afraid that I'm gonna get rhabdo, which is when your muscles, when you work your muscles so hard that they produce a toxin, and it shuts your kidneys down.
I don't see it.
So, well, I drink a lot of fluid too. Like, I'm always drinking Gatorades and stuff, especially with the new punk rock that I'm
I
playing.
drink a lot of fluid, but there's no water or anything usually, and it's usually I drink a lot of water, but there's usually scotch in it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, there's no doubt about that.
Balance. Got to balance, guys. Balance.
You gotta balance it. It's so funny at band practice. I'll have my drink with my vodka drink, and then I'll have a Gatorade and a water. So I'll just alternate them. Like,
Yeah, I put it all together. Just started putting my vodka in my Gatorade.
Gatorade and some water, and just like kind of, because I gotta keep my muscles toned, and I gotta be able to do this because it's punk rock is kind of super fast. Punk rock is new to me. It's a new style to me. So learning how to do that actually has been pretty liberating. I'm not gonna lie. I'm more of a metal drummer.
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
And it's so weird having the most minimal kit I've ever had in my life. Like, I literally just have a tom, my snare, and a kick, and my hi-hat.
You know how I feel about that. I'm like, hallelujah. I love simplicity.
It's so weird because sometimes I want to hit my double kicks, and there's no double kick there.
Oh, I couldn't do it without double kicks though. Like, I like
the. And that's the thing, because I have two kick drums. Like, that's my double kick.
Yeah.
I'll bring the extra kick drum, no matter how much I have to move it.
I couldn't sacrifice that. I couldn't sacrifice that.
See, I sacrifice for tone.
Well, do you do the pedal, the double kick pedal?
Double kick.
Yeah, I do.
Like an
Let me tell you.
She loves hers.
Oh shoot! I got stuff all in the way. I got lyrics.
I'm sorry, Scotty's was sitting right here, but he put his kit together for before we started. So yeah, there's a young kid. I don't know if I sent you guys his name, Jackson Tackett.
My 9,000.
He is
familiar.
The kid is amazing, young kid. Oh my gosh, to watch him play is just, you see so much energy and love and passion and just unbelievable. I mean, he's crazy. Hot for Teacher, he does Van Halen's Hot for Teacher, and he's just, and you see him and you're like, you just want to get in there with him. I mean, he's amazing.
I sort of avoid that song.
I'm telling you, Jackson Tackett is his name. It's Jackson, I believe. Check him out the videos.
I have seen that.
The boy is amazing.
Now that you spelled the name Jackson, I was like,
I think I sent you guys. What's that?
Can you spell the last name again?
Tackett is his last name. I'm pretty sure that's how you spell it. He is amazing. I'm telling you. If you watch this kid and it just explodes. The singer he has is Davey McCandlish. This young kid, since he was born, his father Dave McCandlish is a bass player. Again, unbelievable talent, just unbelievable talent. The band, I believe, they're called Rock This Way.
Oh, I love that name.
Yeah. So,
well,
I mean, if you can check them out, man, they're great people. And the kids, man, just watching those two kids.
Yeah.
You know they're going to be around for the next 30 years doing something.
Fun fact about Maxine. Maxine actually had, oh God, what's his name?
Steven Tyler?
Steven Tyler. I was coming up with the Tyler, but
Steven Tyler called me.
Steven Tyler called her
Really?
on the phone.
Yeah.
I have
That's cool.
she sent me the message. I have it locked on my phone.
Yeah,
because
so I was
so-
on stage. We played a show together at a place called the Mirkwood, and oh gosh, where is that? Gosh,
It is in Arlington, Washington.
Arlington. So okay, we were up there, and my brother met Steven Tyler on an elevator in New York City, and they called me,
In an elevator,
and I
huh?
missed the call.
I have the picture of you and your brother, or your brother and Steven Tyler.
Yes, yes. Do you have it up?
I do.
Oh my God! There's my brother and Steven Tyler.
Check it out. That's bad.
Yeah.
And see, there's a big influence on me, Tyler. The way you
Oh my God! I died. I missed
It's weird how he's looking like a grandma lately and not a grandpa.
Oh,
But
That's
he's
a
even got
grandpa.
like the man boobies going. Like it's like
I've got two grand youngins, man. I got two young boys that my daughters. You know, I'm a grandpa.
I'm a grandma.
yes.
I'm a grandma.
Right.
I have a 4-year-old granddaughter named Taya Sue.
Even,
She's
you know, we can still get it going. We can still rock and roll, no matter.
dude. I played the Tacoma Dome, which is kind of like a big deal around here.
Yeah, it is.
And like I felt so awesome. Like as soon as I got done playing that show, my first thought was like, my granddaughter's gonna be so cool. I was gonna be like, who's your grandma? And she's gonna be like, gosh, this way. She played the Tacoma Dome. She'd be like,
It's you. They will,
I
though.
don't get water.
But I have
I'm
Furby.
cooler than anybody ever. Oh, did you
Aw.
boy?
So I don't have kids or grandkids, but I have fur babies. So that's my buddy.
My fur baby's up on the 3rd floor asleep, I believe. I've got one myself.
I'm surprised Miss Babs didn't make an appearance. She's usually on screen.
I'm surprised. What is wrong with her today?
Well, I was around more.
Oh, she's sick of you?
Yeah, so she's like, "Good day, Mom. Go away." And then I have Fernando, my fancy boy.
I know I see Fernando's picture a lot. Like, I see that.
Yes, I have Fernando. He's so fancy. And let me see. I can find Miss Bats here. Here she is, sassy little girl.
Aw. I don't know if he's I know he's around here somewhere. Let's see if I can find him.
Where are you guys?
My cat's around here somewhere. He's cool.
They're antisocial tonight.
He was here earlier and then he just scooted, so I don't know what. I don't know where he went. My daughter actually stole him from a strip club years ago. Yeah.
This
so-
is my grandbaby.
That's funny. Oh my God.
And she's just a little unicorn.
I would show you pictures of mine, but they're on my phone. My two boys are on my phone. So
you're on-
But this is
Yeah, I get
and we're on your phone.
Yeah.
because my laptop went to ugly, so I don't know. But
I
yeah,
understand. Oh yeah,
No,
we
we
have
get
to work through these difficult.
Oh, here is this is how Taya Sue looks as a baby.
aw.
She's my little ginger baby.
You know what?
She's
Well,
only
I-
half ginger.
Your ancestor, Crash, that you were showing there a while back about the
Yes,
that is cool, man. That is wow.
that is wild as.
That's a trip.
Yes.
That's a trip. I dig that stuff. I'm like, wow.
Me too. Yeah.
Oh wait, so yeah, so actually my trip out, see Maxine. Like I knew like my family had always been a part of Squim where we lived, but it wasn't until I actually went out there and dove deeper into my family and found out that not only did my family, yes, that is
I
my
love that.
big grandmother.
I love that. That's just wow, man. That's true. You tilt your head that way just a little bit, and it's like, ooh, wow.
I know everybody
Yeah,
does that.
It was
And
like,
she's a Lotzingle, which
Yeah.
is another one of the founding families. And I didn't know that the Knopfs had married into the Lotzingles. So it was part of an educational trip for me. And
it was
then
so
we had
fun. Yes.
And then we had this weird like experience together.
I was watching that. I mean, I think that's again. It's weird, but I know I keep saying I'm not a coincidence fan. There's stuff that you were in that place at that time for a reason.
Yeah,
Exactly.
We felt her there, and it was
We
like
felt it there.
intense. And I've
She
been there.
made sure we knew.
I've
But there
been to the pool house a few times, and I can feel it
there
until
was a wet soapy sponge just laying on some steps that we had just went up like 5 minutes before, and nobody else was in there.
Yep.
So where did
See?
this soapy sponge come from? And why was it laying in the middle of the stairway when it wasn't there 5 minutes before?
Wow.
I knew she was going to be on. Hi,
she
Miss
heard me
Sarah.
calling. I can call this cat and she'll come. So.
I believe it. Oliver, we call ours Oliver Twist, because he's been around. He come from the strip club, so he's seen more. He's seen more kitty than an animal shelter.
Oh, poor.
Yeah, seen more kitty than an animal shelter. But he's around here somewhere. They make me want to go look for him, little turd.
The animal shelter kids. We have Adder. Adder. He's the roommate's cat.
I'd call my cat, and the cat would sit there and laugh at me like, "Yeah, I'm not coming to you. You'll walk to my ass
My
first."
cat would just be like,
Exactly.
I don't know why she's like that. She's like a total social butterfly. And like when we had our friend Brandon Welch on, she was like in the screen. She could not get enough of him.
Wow.
It was
Yes.
like, it's intense.
I'm scaring the hell out of them. They want to just stay away. We're like, guys, look
Oh,
at him.
Fernando loves my voice. If I like play him Celtic Demon, he's just like,
well, I mean, I don't blame him. That shit's in me.
I also sing the ABBA song, so I sing ABBA Fernando to him, and people like,
That's cool. That's sweet. That's sweet.
cute.
Speaking of, I just got like a English bulldog puppy funny and cute video recommended to me on YouTube. I put that in the watch later list because I'm gonna check that out. I'm gonna check it out.
Oh yes.
It's Bodogs. I missed my Bodog. I want another one. I'm trying to talk Anthony into getting me a Bodog.
This is Miss Bat watching Brandon, so you can.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
She's watching Brandon.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, there's cat head and computer. And then you have one of Buddy watching Adam.
Oh yeah, that's right. You can hear it. You can hear him here. Oh wait, that's zoomed in. I'm trying to. It was a video. Hold on.
It's Backwards Land.
I'm gonna see. I hear somebody upstairs. I'm gonna see if my animals are alive now.
Yes.
Yeah, here's Buddy watching our friend Adam.
Adam.
You can't see Adam, but he's on there, and Buddy's watching him, just loving it.
Oh, sweet Buddy. I've never seen him.
Wipe awake, but
I know he was like really into Adam, and like Miss Bats was totally into Brandon, but Fernando really likes the Maxwells and Deadbeat Blackout. Fernando's a total Hikati fan.
Speaking of Deadbeat Blackout, they were just recently live streamed on KSF.
Yes, I heard that. So they stream on the 27th.
here's mine. Hold on a second. I just let the wild one out. Brandon, come here. Ruger, come here. This is Ruger.
Ruger! I love little puppy named Ruger. Oh my God, he's so cute.
Oh my gosh, adorable.
Ruger.
Yeah, that's my crazy one. He's kind of nuts. I gotta shut the door before he goes out. He don't listen.
I gotta run and catch this guy.
But
He's gonna escape.
yeah, that's a nut right there. That's a crazy nut. Huh? Say hi. Come here. Yeah, Daddy.
Hi.
But he's crazy. He'll be in his cage here in a minute. But yeah, I guess just
hit me up on my alumni page.
oh, there we go. Now we take a take a break there. Oh.
Really, we've got 4 minutes left of the live feed. We wanted to ask you, where can we find you online? So where can our viewers find Jokers Wild online?
Facebook is Jokers Wild, 80s Tribute. You can go on YouTube and look up like Jokers Wild at the Barn, Zanesville, Ohio. PQ's Rock and Roll Circus. Paul Quinn has a page that has us on it a lot. Again, our Facebook thing. We're actually in the process of doing a official website.
Nice.
Yeah, to where you can go in and we'll have our own page. Each one of us will have our own page. You can, and check out merch because we got more merch coming out. We got more koozies coming out. We'll be sending you guys. And again, got the video we're going to work on, the original stuff because we're going to bring an original album out too.
Yeah, I've heard some of your original stuff. It's amazing. Oh God,
Thank you. So it's a lot of work.
You guys, a sock puppet, a musician's Hangout sock puppet.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
I'll be sending you one of those.
Yes. Oh, yeah, look. I get one of those.
Eyeball. What happened to her eyeball?
I don't know. It's wrong. It's my birthday.
Oh, there it is. There it is. It's just weird.
I get one of those. I'll be Sherry and Lamb chopping that thing at our next show. That'll be singing with it. I guarantee it.
A very special one.
But yes, thank you.
Eyeballs and everything.
No matter what, we couldn't do this without. I mean, and you're musicians too, but we couldn't do this without you guys doing what you do. I mean, and people, we have new people from watching you guys that are fans of ours now, and I mean that's
what we were trying
you
to
enough.
do this whole
All
time.
about building community. Yes.
It's working. It's working. I know. I feel like people are Dr. Frankenstein with his monster. Just alive.
Yes.
But definitely have them check out our Facebook. Friend us on Facebook. You can friend me. Look up Kelly Ray on Facebook. It's not hard to see the picture of me. I mean, it's you get as ugly as I am. It's pretty easy to pick him out in the lineup. So,
no negative talk here on Musicians Hangout.
We don't do that.
It's all real here. It's 100% love me or leave me.
And this is on Facebook, and you can at 80s Tribute.
Yep. Jokers Wild. We're in 80s, or Jokers Wild Facebook. It's not hard to see us. It'll be the picture of the whole band. You'll be able to see it. Again, we're still trying to do our website. We got the album hopefully by the beginning of next year coming out, but hopefully by the video hopefully for Love Radio will be the end of this year. We're working really hard for that. So.
Yeah.
We've got gigs lined up still throughout the year. We're not canceling anything unless the people cancel. We're not going to cancel. We're not scared of anything. You're not going to get us. We still have meet and greets at the end of every show. We're not going to stop our meet and greets.
That's cool.
I love that too.
If you're not scared, we're not scared. Come on. I mean, it's this world's going to come alive again. It has to. It makes no sense.
It has to at some point. Like, it's been months. It's been like 3 months. It feels like fucking. Sorry. It feels like 4 years. I know.
This is what Rigger just brought me. See the drumstick that Scotty breaks? He said Rigger straight whatever and got it and brought it right to me. So it's
And then he had to come and give you a hug because he's like, Dad, I want a drumstick.
Want to play with the stick? So I'll see if we go like this. Watch.
Let's play music, Dad.
Yeah, I threw it. He'll go get it. I mean, that's just what it does. But other than that, look for like let's say more merch coming out. We got different shirts coming out.
Sweet.
So much stuff is going to happen by the end of the year that I'm working my tail off, and we're working. I mean, the guys are working their tail off, learning new sets, new songs. We're doing. I'm putting a show. The show has to evolve to where we don't do the same show every time. There's so much stuff. We can't do it without you guys, the support of you guys, our fans. I love our fans. I mean, I can't say enough about our fans. I swear we have the greatest fans.
We do.
We do too. Yes, we do. Yes, they're amazing.
We can't do without them, and it's great that I'm blessed to be able to still entertain. All these years, still doing it. No matter where it goes, I'm never going to stop. I'm never going to stop. I'm never going to stop doing what I do. So we look forward to doing more stuff with you guys. I actually look forward to coming out and seeing you guys.
Yes.
You will all meet.
We
Yes.
got the multipass.
Yep. Yes. Multipass, get a multi everything. Just make sure. You never know what that's going to get you one of those days. But yeah, if you like, if people like the '80s rock and roll, the glam metal, the high energy, in your face, no holds barred, we'll break every rule you have, then that's us. If you don't, then check us out anyway, because
You never know.
if we can't make you happy, we'll at least make you mad, but we'll make you something. So
all right, well,
sums up the '80s, yeah.
Yeah.
right.
Well, kids, it looks like we're a little bit out of time. Oh, I got a little eyelash kind of
Oh, we had so much fun tonight. Thank you, Kelly Ray. It's been such a blast.
Such a blessing to have you guys on.
Yes, I've been looking forward to this show for months. So
So have I. Trust me, so have I.
Your friend Wesley, he says that Kelly is a stand-up dude and a great showman.
you can tell.
Wesley, I love you, brother. From the bottom of my heart. From the bottom of my heart, I love that kid. And he's not a kid. I keep saying he's a kid, but he's not a kid. He's a young man. He's a young man that has endured it all, and one of the greatest men you will ever meet. I'm telling you, he's going to do something in music, whether people like it or not. It's part of him. It's his soul, and he's got good parents that back him up. So
you made a friend in musician Hangout. Welcome.
Wes, you couldn't ask for two better friends right here. So, yep, check the young man out. He's a good dude. So, ladies, you know where I'm at. You've got my number. Yell at me anytime. Shout at me. Scream at me. Throw bricks if you need to. I'm here.
All right, Kelly Ray, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Much love. Not only from Jerkers Wild, but from me. So, be safe. Have a good night.
You too.
See you on the flip side.
Absolutely.
Bye, baby.
And with that, I'll take us out, guys.
All right. So, you want to take us out? All right. Good night, kids.
Good night, everybody.